When we're discussing healthy relationships, we're not only talking about romantic ones. I met up with Laith and Amber to discuss how their work builds community and how they take care of themselves. I want to thank y'all for being here with Kikis with Louie. I have Laith Ashley and Amber Whittington. How amazing is that? So y'all are best friends?
We're pretty much. Cool. Like, we hang out all the time.
So we are. Yeah. So since y'all are so cool, like what would be 3 words that you would use to describe Laith? And then I'm gonna ask you 3 words to describe Amber.
Stop first.
Yes.
Okay. Well, just like, I want to say handsome, beautiful, sexy, right? But no, I think, wow, you're so inspiring, so strong, and just like so proud.
I really appreciate that. See, you're trying to make this emotional for me.
I know, right?
Setting the tone, setting the tone.
Well, I'm same thing from my perspective as well. When I look at you, I'm like, you're absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
I think you are able to bring forth, like, this is more than 3 words, obviously, because I'm not just gonna give 3 words. You exude this confidence and this sexiness about you. You can hold space in a masculine setting or a feminine setting. I like that.
Thank you.
And I don't know.
That was enough. Like, I can't take it anymore.
I watch your YouTube videos and I think they're so informative, especially to like young LGBT people that are looking for someone like themselves to, talk about things that people aren't talking about, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so you were just on Pose on the episode that Janet Mock directed. What was that like, and what do you think the impact has been?
What's great about the show is that it gives trans actors the opportunity to display their talents and also tell a story from a very authentic place. And I think it's beautifully told because there are also trans people in the writing room. That also makes the writing more authentic. It's telling a real story, and I think it's awesome and it's entertaining.
So Amber, your YouTube channel is lit as hell. You have 600,000 followers who subscribe just to get updates. What inspired you to create that YouTube channel and to kind of spread your message?
Well, at first it was kind of an accident. It was a joke. I spent what I knew about YouTube. My sister was doing it first, and I was always making fun of her. So at first I was just throwing up random things, and then I started to realize that the videos that I did open up in the very beginning, a lot of people were gravitating towards those, and I realized there wasn't anyone like me on the platform at that time. So one thing that I really wanted to do is knowing that is really just hear what it was subjects they wanted me to talk about or what to open up about. So really reaching out to my viewers and saying, what do you want to hear or what do you want to see that you're not getting anywhere else?
Y'all are busting the door open for other folks to come in. That can be exhausting to be the only one. How do you take care of yourself? Because you're celebrated, but behind that takes a lot of work, that takes a lot of emotional work. So what do y'all do to take care of yourselves?
I come from a social work background. I worked in a community health center, so I was a counselor to young people, and for a long time I felt ashamed to look for my own help. And I'm a Latin background, and there's all these misconceptions of what it means to see a therapist. And even though I was therapizing younger people, I was just like, no, I'm good, I'm fine, I don't need that. I'm not, I still had those feelings, those internalized feelings, and I had to overcome those. And once I did, I felt so much better. So for self-care, I make sure that I take a day or two to myself in between work, and if I can't take a whole day or two, I'll definitely take a couple hours where I can just be alone. Either listen to music or complete silence. I meditate. So I try to speak a lot of positive thoughts. I try to let go of any negative things that I'm going through or thinking about, and tell myself that, I'm really, first off, I'm super thankful to be alive. Mm-hmm. I'm so happy to be able to be doing this for a living,
right.
To have this platform to help other people. I also try to think in abundance. A lot of people try to kind of withhold whatever it is that they have because they're afraid that if someone else gets a hold of it, then they'll lose it. Mm-hmm. Instead, I want to open the doors for other people like myself to come up if they're interested in being in entertainment in any way. If they look at me as a source of inspiration or anything, I'm like, yeah, look, I'm a regular person. You can do this shit too.
Right.
Can I say shit?
I'm like, okay. You can do this bleep too.
I wanted to do this while you were talking. Yes.
We work with a lot of young people, a lot of LGBTQ, queer, trans folks, students who are doing GSAs, and some of them are the only ones in their schools leading movements, creating space. What would be your advice to young people coming up who are becoming trailblazers in their neighborhoods and their communities?
Stay strong. Yeah, just keep doing it because you never know who you're affecting as well. Because maybe people at their school are not as supportive as they would like it to be, but then an article might come out and someone in another school will start the club and be as strong as that person because they hear about that. You never know who you're affecting, so just like stay strong. There's someone out there that's in your shoes, and whether you realize it or not, you are inspiring to someone, and you're gonna light that fire under someone else and start something big.
Yeah. To piggyback off of what you said, the young folks that are becoming trailblazers in their own right, in their own sense. They too are opening doors for the people that are coming behind them, and they're also they don't know who they're affecting. It can be a group of people. It could be one person, one individual like themselves that thought that they were alone and may have been even wanting to take their life, and now they see themselves in you, and they learn to love themselves through that lens, if that makes sense. So I think It's very important to continue to inspire, continue to live authentically, and as long as it's safe. I always also stress that, as long as it's safe for you to be authentic, because sometimes it's not. If you're not in a safe space for you to be who you are, you have to be aware of that as well. So
I hope the young generation just continues to be like more confident in who they are. They really love themselves, be more proud, louder, be more awake. So I hope anyone after that, I feel blessed that I can be able to help anyone be able to just make this world a better place.
No, it is amazing. I want to thank God. This world is like 1 billion years old, and we all have the luxury of existing at the same time as y'all do. So thank y'all.
Thank you.
Kikis from Louie.
Yes.
And I know that youth watching this are going to be inspired and continue that journey. So thank y'all for being icons.
Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for watching. We love you guys.
Well, this is cute.
Louie.
Oh, hey. Well, I want to thank you for watching Kikis with me, Louie. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like and subscribe down below. And I want to hear your thoughts and experiences on this topic. So drop a comment, let's keep the Kikis going.